Welcome back to the farm. In this particular portion of the field, here we usually do our fodder. So the maize you see behind me, I think I'd shown this some time back, I think last week or something. This particular portion we've grown both maize, Sudan grass, and some millet that we intend to use it as fodder for our livestock. But I'm not really impressed today because last week I was here, I was hoping by today there will be much difference in terms of the performance of this particular Sudan grass specifically. That's what I am more concerned about. Let me show you the other one in front there. But this one is sorghum. This particular bit is of sorghum plant. So looks like maize, but it's not maize. This is sorghum, but we just planted a little bit to see whether how well they'll do in this particular part of the world. And we expect it to grow to this size. I was hoping they'll be a little bit taller than this. So this sorghum here, we will make silage from it for our livestock, but it's a very little one. So I'm wishing I had planted more, but you have to start somewhere. So, and this is where we started. So this little field you see here, this one here, is the field where we have the sorghum crop. It's not really doing bad, it's doing well. I'm happy with it. But my main concern for today was this particular portion, this one. This is what we call the Sudan grass. So we planted this crop last year, and the weather was not good, so it didn't do that well. So we harvested that, we did our first harvest, and then we did some weeding for, you see, the land is still very clean. You can see the lines very well, very clean. And then we applied a CAN to boost the crop, to give it some oomph or some strength to shoot faster. But I feel like it's not shooting that fast. It's not growing as fast as I would have wished to. As fast as I would have liked them to. So I don't know what I need to do to make it grow faster. Someone else might say I'm being impatient, because last week and this week, not actually last week, I think 2 weeks ago, I was here, and I'm here again today, and to me I'm not seeing much progress. Though they are they are not badly off, but I would have wished it to have grown a little bit taller, to that, somewhere to reach my waist. But this is it. So sometimes as a farmer, you have your own wishes, but the crop can also decide, no, you've not fed me enough, so how can I grow faster if you're not feeding me enough? So that is it. So it's not doing that well for me. And there are some sections that actually the crop seems to have totally failed. Let me show you this particular section. It's not that we had not planted anything here. We had planted the same grass here, but as you can see, there's actually nothing. Almost. It's not doing well at all. But I know the reason why this particular section is not doing well. It's because of the shade from these trees up here. These trees, the shade from the trees are the ones affecting the crop down here. So it's not doing well, and I don't know anyone who can give me advice on how to improve crops under these cypress trees, because I'm seeing even the maize on the other side. You see, even the maize on that side is not doing well. Look at the maize in the background, tall, dark lush green, but these ones are pale green. So even the maize is not doing well under the trees. So I don't know, can someone give me some advice on why that is happening, or what I need to do to improve the soils on this particular section, so that um, this particular grass can do much better. You see here in the middle, it's doing a little much better, but on this section, on this stretch, close to the trees, it's not doing that well. So what could be the problem? I think I'm happier with this particular section. This particular section. You see this section here now. This one is doing much better than where we started from. Though it's not as tall as I would have wished it to be, because when it's tall, it means you just harvest a little bit and there'll be enough for the cows. But when they are short like this, you have to harvest a big part of the land for you to get enough for the crops. But this particular section is doing well, and I'm happy with it. That one is not doing that well, going like that. It's not doing that particular well. And also where we started from, that section. Though that section we harvested it just recently. So I'm hoping in the next 2 weeks when I come back, it will be like this. Good crop. This is very good fodder for the cows. And I told you, failing to plan, if you're a dairy farmer, failing to plan is planning to fail. So if you don't start making sure that you have enough feed or fodder for your animals, then you will be struggling as a dairy farmer. But when you make sure you have enough feed and fodder in the farm, and make sure you have also a vet on call, a vet that anytime you see a problem with your cow, someone you can just call, and in a few minutes they are there at the farm, then you will be able to succeed. But if you have a vet that you call and they come 2-3 days later, they may not even be able to save that cow if it had a problem. But you need to have a vet on call. Have someone that when you call, they know they have to be there. So sometimes you have to do what you need to do as a farmer to make sure you have a vet on call, and a good vet at the same time. Because these days we have quacks. So that is it. I think that is it from me from today here at the farm. Let me hope I'm just being overreacting, because I feel that this particular fodder is not doing that well. Hopefully in the next 2-3 weeks, it will be what I'm hoping it will be. So thank you very much. Thank you for keeping it here. Thank you for supporting my channel. So follow me on YouTube, The Frontier Farmer. Subscribe. I'll be posting something at least once a week. Also follow me on Facebook. On Facebook I have two channels. So I have 3 plus my personal channel. So 2 for my farming stuff. So there's The Frontier Farmer as well on Facebook. And then I have one for my vegetable propagation unit, which I call at the moment, I'm thinking I'll change the name later on to something else. But for now, my vegetable propagation unit, I'm calling it Beliomo Nurseries. So if you want cabbage seedlings, we have a very good crop or seedlings coming up in our greenhouse at the moment. Maybe in the next 2-3 weeks they'll be ready. So you can start preparing a piece of land if you want some vegetables, and we'll be able to deliver it to your sell it to you if you come from around here. So until next time, that is it from me. Thank you very much. Goodbye. That is it from The Frontier Farmer. Bye.